Okay, now we're on page 77, and we're just looking at the even numbers, so 2, 4, and 6, right? Because we are just focusing on decimals today. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to write my rules up top. I know I don't have very much space, but I'm going to write same signs equal positive, and different signs equal a negative. So now I can just refer to this when I'm solving 2, 4, and 6. So what I'm going to do is look at number 2, and you're checking your work that you've done in your book, and I see that I have a positive 0.8 times a negative 1.2. So I have two different signs. I have a positive and a negative, so I know different signs means my answer is going to be negative. So I'm going to have a negative answer. Now I'm just going to focus on the numbers. I'm going to stack them up. 1.2 times 0.8. Okay, your decimals don't need to line up. They do line up in this case, but they don't have to. Multiply 8 times 2 is 16. Carry the 1. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 1 is 9. Then I'm going to count how many times did I move my decimal over. So 1, 2. So I'm going to move it, my answer, 2 times. 1, 2. And my decimal is going to go right there. So my final answer with the correct sign, negative 0.96. Okay, you can put a 0 in front of the decimal, that's totally fine, but I'm just going to leave my answer like this. All right, number 4. So just looking at number 4, I have a negative 0.081, so I have a negative times a positive 1.45, so times a positive. Take care of the signs first. I have two different signs, so two different signs is telling me my answer is going to be negative. So I'm going to have a negative answer, and I'm going to just start multiplying. So I'm going to put 1.45 times 0.081. 1 times 5 is 5, 4, 1. Put a place value. 8 is 40. 32 plus 4 is 36. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 3 is 11. Okay, we can do the zeros if we want to. So you put two place values now. 0 times 5 is 0, 0 times 4 is 0, and 0 times 1 is 0. So you can do that. So now I'm just going to add. I have 5, 4, 7, 1, and 1. And I'm going to move my decimal over. I moved it over a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now with the correct sign, a negative sign, my final answer is going to be a negative 0.11745. Okay, and to finish off number 6, I'm going to take care of my signs first. I have a negative 15.4 times a negative 8.1. So taking care of my signs, I have a negative times a negative. They have the same sign. Both of them are negative, so same sign. That tells me I'm going to have a positive answer. So right away, I know my answer is going to be positive. Then I'm just going to multiply. So I have 15.4 times 8.1. Okay, looking here, I'm going to start with my 1. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 1 is 1. Put a 0 for a place value, and then move to the next place value. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 3 is 43. Carry the 4. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 4 is 12. Then I'm going to add these up. I got 4, 7, 4, 2, and 1. I'm going to move my decimal place over 1, 2. So 1, 2. And my final answer with the correct sign is a positive 124.74.